Good morning, dear students. Welcome back to your another session of your online classes. Children, we started with lesson number 9 and you must be very much aware that we have finished the lesson. Children, today I am going to show you how to solve the numerical. Okay, so today is the 8th part of this lesson and today I will be teaching you how to solve the numericals. Now children, the numericals are purely based on the concept that we have studied in lesson number 8 as well as lesson number 9. In lesson number 9 children, we studied about force, effect of force, we studied about Newton's first law of motion, second law of motion, third law of motion, we studied about inertia, we studied about momentum, we studied about recoil velocity, we studied about law of conservation of momentum. Though we studied so many things, children, but there are only three formulas: F is equal to ma. Then another one is of recoil velocity, and the another one is of law of conservation of momentum. So, children, let's begin with the topic for today. Children, before this, I have taken 7 parts, and children, I am very much sure you must have written everything in your notebook in a systematic way so that you can learn and revise properly when the exams are proceeding. Okay, because many times network issues are there, so you may not be able to go to the videos again and again. So, children, let's begin with solving of the numericals. First is children, how much net force is required? Here, what is being asked? Force. And what is the whole numerical children? Acceleration is given is 4 meter per second square and mass of the car is 1000. Now we know that F is equal to ma. What is the mass given and what is the acceleration? And our answer is 4000 Newton. A very simple one. Okay, F is equal to ma. Second, how will if you apply a net force, 3 Newton on a box of 1 kg, then what is the acceleration? Okay, here are the 4 options. Now children, here again very easy, same formula, F is equal to ma. F is equal to ma, right? So here we have already got the value of force, we have already got the value of mass, we need to find the acceleration. And children, if we put all the value, we get a is equal to F into m, and the answer is 30 meter per second square. Children, please, writing of unit is very important. Do not just write 30 meter, 30. It has to be 30 meter per second square, right? Next, if a body of mass 1 kg undergoes a change of velocity of 4 meter per second in 4 seconds, what is the force acting on it? Here what we have to find, children? We have to find here the force. Now what is the formula for force? Force is equal to m into a. But where is the acceleration given in the numerical? In the numerical, acceleration is not given. So we have to find acceleration by using first equation of motion. You remember? A is equal to v minus u upon t, right? So here, children, the change of velocity is 4 meter, means the final velocity is 4 meter per second. That means we have to understand that initially the body was at rest. So its initial velocity is 0. So we get acceleration as 1 meter, and when we multiply F is equal to ma, we also get the force answer as 1 Newton. I hope you are able to understand. First, simple, you will get F is equal to ma. Now in sum you will have to find the acceleration and then find the force. Let us see the next numerical. Now a particle of 10 kg is moving with a constant acceleration of 2 meter per second square starting from rest, means its final velocity will be, we have to calculate. Okay, and imagining that, right, it's given in the numerical itself that the body started from rest, that means u is equal to 0. Now what is the final velocity, children? That we will find again with the help of first equation of motion. A is equal to v minus u upon t, and all values are given, so we will put it there. And once we get the velocity, we can find also the momentum. M is equal to, P is equal to mv. So our answer is this. Okay, I hope children you will be able to solve. Very easy numerical there. Now what you do children is first copy down how I have done. Now next time what you do not look at the solution, just read the question and try to find out. Now when you solve a numerical children, first thing is you have to write what is given. Once you understand what is given, automatically your brain will run in that direction that which formula is to be used. Once you understand the formula, it is easy for you to know that what are the physical quantities that you need to calculate. For example, look here. Okay, what is the force given here, children? 7 Newton. Okay, and what is the mass of the object? That is 400 gram. Okay, and at rest means initial velocity is 0. Okay, how long it take to raise its velocity to 10 meter per second square. Okay, that means here we have to find the time. Okay, now first here children, what are the things that are given, that we will write. Force is equal to 7 Newton. Okay, mass, the mass that is given is 400 gram. Remember the SI unit of mass is kg. I told you this earlier also children. If the SI units are not given properly, we have to convert. We must see to that in a numerical all the units must be in SI unit. Okay, so SI unit of force is Newton, for mass it is kg, so it comes out to be 0.4 kg. Initial velocity is what children? 0. So first with the help of the formula F is equal to ma, we will be able to calculate the acceleration. So we got the acceleration as 17.5 meter per second square. Again SI unit must be mentioned. Okay, now children, we will put this value of acceleration in our first equation of motion and we can get the time. Now you may ask me, ma'am, why are we not using that s is equal to ut plus half at square, or why we are not using 2as is equal to v square minus u square. Now children, in next to equation distance is required, right? Here distance is not given. That is why it's very important, you should understand what is given. Once you understand what is given, automatically you will understand that which formula needs to be applied. Now next question. A sedan car of mass 200 kg is moving with certain velocity. It is brought to rest. That means final velocity becomes 0. Okay, within a distance of 20 meter. Then the average resistance being offered to the car's tire is 500 Newton. Then what was the velocity of the motor car? So children, here again everything is given. Force is given, mass is given, right? So first we will find the acceleration. Once we find out the acceleration, we will find the final velocity. Okay, now you may ask me, ma'am, why we cannot use here second equation s is equal to ut plus half at square? Okay, because children, here in this particular example time is not given, so that is what I am asking. You have to read the numerical thoroughly, read it 2 times 3 times, then start writing what is given and what is to be found. Once you understand all those things, automatically you will understand that which formula needs to be used. Okay, next. A car starts from rest. That means initial velocity is 0. Acquires a velocity of 54 km per hour in 2 seconds. So what is the final velocity children? 54 km per hour. Now this 54 has to be converted into meter per second. So we will multiply it by 1000 and divide it by 3600, right? And right, time is given. Now children, by applying the first equation of motion, a is equal to v minus u upon t, we will get the acceleration. So here we get acceleration as 7.5 meter per second square. Okay, now what is the second thing they have asked? Distance travel. So again distance travel, since we can use the formula s is equal to ut plus half at square, right? So that also we can get very easily. And children, once we get the acceleration, right, mass is already I think given. Yes, mass is already given. Yes, mass in third part. So we can find the force produced F is equal to ma. I hope you are able to understand how to solve the numerical. Now children, this numerical, here two objects are there of mass. Now m1 and m2. See the velocity v1 and u1 and u2. Okay, they collide. Okay, then what is the velocity of the second object? That means m1, that we have to use the same formula of law of conservation of momentum. So children, what are the things that are given here? m1, again it's given in gram, we have to convert it into kilogram. Okay, so kilogram, u1, u2, v1, v2. By the law of conservation of momentum, we get this, and the velocity of v2 will be 1.165 meter per second square. Okay, and it will be in the same direction. Now why it will be in same direction? Because the value is positive. If it was negative, then it would have moved in the opposite direction. Okay, now this is the recoil velocity. Again children, see the a bullet of mass 10 gram, so we have to convert it into kilogram, right? है initial velocity is this much. Okay, mass of the rifle is 4 kg. We need to find the recoil velocity. I hope you remember, yesterday only I taught you the formula for recoil velocity, and our answer is 0.05 meter per second square. Okay, now this is one numerical children. In lesson number 8 I have taught you about the graph. Children, there are many numericals that are based on graph. Since I could not teach you much about the numerical based on graph, I'll take this topic sometime again in future. Okay, so children, here look at the graph. This is a velocity time graph. The initial velocity is 80 meter per second. Okay, now brakes are applied, the ball comes to the rest due to the frictional force. After 8 seconds the ball comes to the rest. So here final velocity becomes 0. This picture shows deceleration or negative acceleration, because the initial velocity is 80, final velocity is 0. Time given is how much? 8. So children, first we will find the acceleration, and also we can find the formula. So the acceleration that comes out to be minus, why minus? Because u is, because value of v is 0. Okay, v minus u upon t. So v is 0, so it will be minus u upon t. So that comes out to be this much, and force is equal to mass into acceleration, and the force also comes out to be 1 Newton. Okay, which would require a greater force accelerating. Okay, I have given here two examples children. One body is of mass how much? 2 kg, another one is of 6 kg. Okay, one is accelerating at the rate of 5 meter per second square and another one this much. Okay, so here in this particular case we will find acceleration 1 and acceleration 2, and we find that uh, the body having a mass 6 kg have will require a greater force, right? Next numerical is, so children, this was all about today's topic. Now I will be circulating a worksheet tomorrow, that is for Tuesday. Okay, children, go through all the questions, and I think one or two numericals also I have included. So please, once your exams are over, go through it, and please do very well for your exams children. In for exam, children, lesson number 8 is covered. Please go through all the PowerPoint presentation that I have taken for lesson number 8. Go through the notes, go through the graphs very nicely children, and also go through the textbook. Since you are not asking me any doubts, I am not getting any feedback. So I feel I get two things then. Either you are not able to understand anything, or you are able to understand everything. So in both the condition it's scary for me, right children? So please go very well through the concepts that I am teaching you. Please write down all these 11 numericals in your CW notebook, and try to understand from the video and try to solve again and again. In case you have any doubt, please do give me your feedback on my email address. So I will try to cover that particular topic again. Okay. Now children, once your tests are over, I'll start with lesson number 6. For tomorrow, there will be no video tomorrow I'll be circulating a worksheet. Okay. Thank you, children. God bless you and take care of yourself.